A Springfield man is being held on $100,000 bail after police say he assaulted a number of people with a gun in West Springfield.
It's all happening along Ohio Avenue yesterday morning. Western Mass News reporter Caroline Powers spoke exclusively with one man who came face to face with the suspect.
And it is a very scary and terrifying situation, Dave and Beth. Police arrested John Larace on more than 15 charges yesterday, including carjacking while armed with a firearm, assault and battery, armed home invasion, and carrying a firearm without a license. David and Diana Coyne live on Ohio Avenue and say Larace approached them with a gun and tried to steal their car. I spoke exclusively with David today. David Coyne and his wife Diana were heading down Ohio Avenue on their way to church Sunday morning when they noticed a man they say was acting odd in the middle of the street. The couple felt uneasy and decided to turn around and make sure they remembered to lock their back doors. That's when the man started to approach them.
As we were pulling into the driveway, that figure was closer. He was right up at the corner of our driveway, kind of motioned to us. She put her window down a little bit to ask if he needed help. As she was asking if he needed help, he suddenly pulls out a gun and throws himself against the car and tells us to get out. Of course, you know, we both kind of were startled by that. And he took the gun and slammed it sideways against the window so hard that I couldn't believe that it didn't break. And that got our attention. So I screamed at her, just go. Don't get out of the car. Don't listen to him, because he told us to get out of the car and give him the car. And I said, don't listen to him, just go. She went forward a little bit and then backed up real quickly. He was hanging on, dragging on the car a little. We managed to shake him free, get down the street into neighbor's house.
David tells Western Mass News they immediately called 911. Then they noticed their neighbor come running out of her house, screaming a man with a gun had broken in.
So I ran into my house, trying to go find something like a baseball bat, and then ran back out to go over to my neighbor's house. And at that moment, the first officer arrived. Within seconds, another backup was there, and the officers came around just as my neighbor had finished beating off the attacker and forcing him to fall down his tall set of back steps. And the guy was laying on the ground, and the police just jumped right on him and cuffed him.
And David says he and his wife went over to the West Springfield Police Department today with a bunch of pizzas to thank the officers for their quick response and hard work yesterday. In the studio, I'm Caroline Powers for Western Mass News.